The one where we designed the death ray, 100% the best one.
Yeah.
I was joking.
My name's Sam, and I'm a mechanical engineering co-op student.
My name is April, and I'm a mechanical technologist at Enginuity.
Hi, I'm Alicia Stewart, and I'm an industrial designer at Enginuity.
What made me want to pursue engineering, it wasn't necessarily a straight shot. After I graduated high school, I went into creative arts because I thought that would be most fun. And I didn't think I was smart enough because I was really bad at math. So I didn't think I was smart enough for a technical field or engineering or anything like that. So I went to creative arts, and then after a few years of just working really terrible minimum wage jobs, I decided to start considering other options. And then eventually I ended up in car mechanics, and then eventually I ended up being a mechanical technologist. So it sort of kind of all led into each other.
I always knew I wanted to do something involving math or science, so I was kind of choosing between science and engineering. I chose engineering on a whim, but I ended up really liking my courses, my design projects, and I really liked the fact that I could one day be designing solutions to real-world problems.
But what kind of got me interested in that whole field initially was probably Star Wars, I think. I'm a big nerd, and there was just all these wacky, crazy out there machines in that movie that just totally I was enamored with.
So originally I didn't pursue a technical field of studies after high school. I started pursuing kinesiology with the intentions of taking a master's in physiotherapy. But after I worked for, I think, 2 summers as a physiotherapist aide, I decided it probably wasn't the path for me. It just didn't quite seem like something I'd want to do every day. So I kind of did some thinking and decided that the other side of me, apart from having the interest in human factors, was I always kind of had a knack for hands-on activities, whether it be woodworking or taking apart old laptops, or I used to really enjoy drawing and painting. So I started looking into more hands-on jobs.
So a typical workday for me, I wake up. That's the most crucial component. And once that's done, I go to work, and the first thing I do when I come in is I turn on my computer. Then there's usually 15 to 25 minutes of banter with my current employees to kind of get a good sense of community and fitting in. And then I turn on my computer. First thing I usually do is go through emails if there's anything pressing or anything I need to respond to right away. After emails, I'll open up the database, open up some files for whatever current project I'm on, and then usually work on those. Depending on the day, there could be meetings.
I'm always working on multiple projects, so no 2 days are ever exactly the same. I could be coming up with ideas for a new design, modeling new parts on my computer, or doing calculations to make sure that my design doesn't fail.
My day-to-day varies greatly. What we offer here at Enginuity is pretty broad spectrum. So I could be doing hand sketches right up to full-scale prototyping.
The coolest job or project that I've been a part of.
I only played a very small part, but the coolest project I've ever worked on was when Enginuity was helping to make a military simulator training device. And we made this big, huge thing that looked exactly like the inside of a plane. And the soldiers would wear VR headsets so that it would look and feel as if they were really flying over combat.
So far, I think the most fulfilling one is one that I'm working on now, because I started with doing the concept and thinking sketches, and we were able to come up with a range of concepts, and we narrowed it down into one that fit the purpose best. And then I was able to see that design right through to full-scale prototype, and it was also one that I was able to work with the electronics team a little bit closer, and so having the actual physical boards come in and integrating that into my designs and having a working prototype was really pretty neat.
I was really fond of one that I did in school. We were working for the Applied Oceans Research Lab at NSCC, and our teacher had appealed to this department and asked them if they needed anything for us to design. And so they had this underwater mobile camera unit that they needed a couple of accessories for. And so we designed a bunch of those, and I could tell like throughout the whole project, they were kind of just like, yeah, whatever, we're just gonna humor these students and give them some like work to do. And we designed some like pretty cool like attachments and accessories. And then I was like 3 months into working at Enginuity, and I got an email, and they were just like, hey, so those parts you designed, do you still have the files for them? And I was like, yeah, because they ended up actually being like, oh, we actually need that right now. So that was the most rewarding, I think.